Alrighty, hello again out there. We're currently on part 118, and we're just gonna be building the island up a little bit more today. By a little bit, we're gonna try and get quite a large bit of stuff done. Hopefully, I really hope so. Yeah, it should be fine. We'll just go ahead and get it started and see what else we can do. But I doubt it'll be too bad. But yeah, I've just woken up from a nap maybe 20 minutes ago at 7 p.m. Eastern time right this very second. And I had a finance exam today that I was very worried about. And your boy actually did even better than last time. Got an 88 this time instead of an 84. So now I'm certified cool with numbers. I'm becoming even more certified and cool with numbers, which is very awesome. I was very worried that this was not going to work out. But, well, I'm actually quite good at it, it turns out. So that's good. I have 3 torches, and I need to figure out what I want to do. We talked about it a little bit last time, but last time all I did work on, considering I was kind of tired that day and I had other things I needed to do, we've completely redone the hill here to be moss. We might want to try blending this better at a later date. However, I'm not too bothered by it personally. But we did the whole hill to be moss. We have a little bit of carpet up here. We'll take one other separate stream to do a bunch of like exterior decoration with adding a bunch of like cool structures between stuff like that, and adding in like some azalea trees and flowering azaleas and things like that. And then we'll get our forest planted, and we need some more buildings in over there. But last time we redid the entire inside of this cave where the farmers are gonna live, so we replaced all of the inside dirt with packed mud because it looks like dirt, but it's not dirt. And then the moss looks like grass, but it's not grass, and it creates this kind of cool, like almost feels like a texture pack. You ever seen like the old like console edition like plastic texture pack? You'll know what I'm talking about. But kind of gives me vibes like that. But I like it personally. Um, we also took out an entire outline here and all 3 of them, and we remade one outline here into this smaller like cave opening, and then we remade another one into this slightly larger one. So enough for 2 beds and some stuffs, and then enough for 1 bed and some stuffs, and then we can probably have some cool like foliage and these kind of like bigger like emptier spaces, and then they still get to look down on the on all the wildlife we have below, like our turtles and our frogs, and then I still get easy access to them personally. So it works out very nicely. So that one we're gonna leave to another time, but now we're kind of in the we're kind of in a home stretch with this stuff. We don't exactly have the most left to do. So we talked about it last time, but we're gonna seal this off completely, and we'll seal it off from the other side over here too. But this whole like building needs to be sealed off because I guess I'll just use it personally if I need to transport certain things. But they have an exit point back over there, and they have the other one on that side of the mountain. And then when this house inevitably gets rebuilt here, it'll probably double again as the other staircase part. So, or hell, even this one probably could, to be perfectly honest with you. But it doesn't need to be this, considering it's a staircase or it's a spiral. And we're also going to be sealing off the other spiral staircase out in this direction as well. That connects the bottom of that building to the top of it. Because again, I don't know. Like it does work, but I don't want villagers going up and down there because it's gonna be a pain in the ass. So we'll probably just like put in some basic fence gates here, call it a day. Do the same thing on the other ones, but um, it should be reasonable that today we also clear out a couple of other things as well. Namely, we're gonna clear out all the light blue terracotta here, and I won't be building like structures here anymore. I might have like a bridge or something, but I probably won't do a whole lot with this area as of now. And then we have that market area we have to build, and then we have a whole other like mountain castle that needs to be built. So today and tomorrow, I should be able to get all the actual main structures done, and then we can do some interior work, and then we can do some exterior work another time, and that should get us like everything that we need. So I need to grab some wood. That's not quite what I was looking for, but Trap doors. Oh, I should have it still in, I might have put it away in here. I actually, yeah, I need to maybe keep some of these with me. It might be back in my, yeah, there was my wood box, okay. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna need some fence gates and just some actual wood, so need quite a lot. There we go, that should be fair. And we'll take these back. I'll put the scaffolding away. And yeah, we still just have a lot to do. I guess there's nothing better to do than just get to it. So we'll go cover off all those entrances for now. And I should have some like dirt or something laying around as well that I should actually try and go get. I'll just take this coarse dirt and we'll just seal it off as needed later. We're probably going to also dismantle this pumpkin farm. There's at least a good chance that I'm going to consider doing it, considering it's just kind of been here. Gotten no use other than its first initial batch, and I think it's time I like move it to be underground or something. Which we'll do in due time, but it should be okay for now. Anyways, this is the area we need to clear out. Oh, it's really easy. All we gotta do is just take out these slabs. Like that. And then we'll figure out how we want to seal this off properly, but I do want to seal it off. There we go. If I can't silk touch a path block, right? Huh. I remember you could do that on Bedrock Edition, but it's good you can't do it on Java, considering I don't really want to. But there we go, that'll convert back over enough time. That keeps it nice and sealed. And then for something like this here, we'll probably just cover it up a little bit here. And I would probably just slot in some like sand in front or whatever, but it's fine for now. It don't really matter. Then again, this is where we're having another large build site, which is why I kind of want things to be a little bit different, but we could probably change something from here up through there or something like that. So we'll keep an eye on that. I still want to keep an eye out for those kinds of opportunities, but we'll do that for now. Get some more fence gates. There we go. And that should be everything sealed as far as I can remember. Actually, no, there was another thing too. So I was thinking about having them be able to come through here, but now that I actually sit down and think about it, I kind of want this to be its own separate thing that I still get to have, considering it's still like under and in my base a little bit more. So all we're really gonna do is just make a ton more fence gates. There we go. A little bit of that. And we're just gonna really quickly and easily just kind of cover this up. So no villager is getting through here at all. That is kind of the point. There we go. So only I can actually get through here. So that means we'll leave it ungated on this side. And then, you know, we still have our old bridges and whatnot. Depending on where this is, we could probably, like... That one's actually covered up pretty bad. We'll just take these then. Let's see, where is it? It's up there. Okay. I'll just do that. I'll go ahead and cover this back up like that. Now I finally got that taken care of. That's been like that for a little while now, where it's been just complete, but now it should be good. Again, we're going to actually get rid of this. This isn't needed anymore. We do have our shulker box here that I should actually be using. Here we go. And we'll get rid of this too. Now, as for what I'd like to do with this land, I have no idea, but it'll still be my turf, considering that's my bridge, and then we need to seal off that one as well. So we'll figure out something to do or some purpose for it, I'm sure, but I kind of want to seal this stuff off from the outside a little bit here. Let's see, we got any good way to do this that isn't particularly odd? I guess we do, technically. Alrighty. We can go ahead and make some trap doors. I'll probably need just like one more or something. Or we're just gonna do that. There we go. Alrighty. Only I get up through here. And then we're also going to have just one extra little thing like about here or so. Just to ensure that if any of them ever did like get out past me, then like, you know, they will not be able to do anything. Because I don't want to have to deal with that either. That away, put that at the end there. Could have some extra logs or some basic little support beams. Oh, it's nothing too fancy or extravagant, but it kind of doesn't really need to be. It just needs to be something that keeps them out, and it's still something that lets me get in and out through here and also like use this stuff for my own purposes as well. But mainly I have a bridge that leads from there back into my base at that point, which I want to actually use. And then this place is fine and all, but to be quite honest, I don't actually even want to work with it, so we're going to just ignore it and act like it never existed. And I need to get rid of that blue terracotta and pick up my damn crafting tables. But we still have some like market stuff here again that I have like prepped out on kind of a rough idea of how much like foot space or, you know, space this stuff should be taking up, but I still want to do a little bit of stuff here. Might not be quite to this size, or it might be more like it might have bigger buildings, but like the workstation stuff will be like spread out a little bit more. But we'll see. We'll figure it out. I got plenty of time today. But oh, and I need that back. But yeah, it looks like this area is pretty much done or redone, I guess. So again, it's nothing too serious here. Kind of doesn't need to be. We're just gonna let it exist and just kind of maybe put in some other like cool stuff. I don't know what specifically, but you know, this area we can probably just ignore for a bit, maybe re-terraform some of the actual like natural mountainside, and then we'd be good. Let's see what else we got here. I need to get over there real quick. There we go. Now we also want to actually do some stuff with this land here. All these into 6. And all of these into fence gates. And it's really just that easy. We're going to get some stone later to replace this cobblestone, by the way, because I don't want that there. And I need to tuck away a couple of certain things. I am out of space. We're just going to set these aside just in a different corner, so that way I know that's still my wood box. I should be able to easily sort that. There we go. Go do that. And all we're really going to do is just simply put in some cobblestone like here, like this. Oh, nothing too crazy, nothing too difficult. Just kind of have a little something. It's alright, you know? Don't need to be anything too crazy. And we'll just put in these, because again, I don't want to go through here, because this is still an access point for me personally. See what we have for the rest of the villagers in this area, where we've dug out kind of like some vague, like oddly shaped areas and all that. But they still all like actually walk up to each other, which is nice, and including these kind of like thinner hallways, which we might widen just a slight little bit. But that's something for that interior decoration stream. That's when, you know, I'll decide if I want to do anything about it or not. But yeah, this whole area is pretty much good, barring some weird like spots with some dirt or whatever we probably want to like clean up. But again, something I can worry about another time. Not too big of a deal, luckily. That leads back to the main area. There should be a staircase like here, so yeah. This is the one that leads up. And then this is the one that has like a nice little like overview. But then we need a lot more stone to reconnect this stuff down into the mountain better, because it's kind of abrupt. And then we probably just don't even want to use stone, but I'll use it for some shapes for right now. And we'll add some actual stairs up and down. But this gets back into that kind of like castle like area inside of the actual mountain is where this is. So we do actually want to use this area. But I still have to figure out what I want to do for shaping it. Because I can't really move these walls. And I still need to figure out like a good like block palette for this kind of stuff. But I'm guessing probably like deep slate, or like we might make it like a quartz castle or something like that, where like all of it's just like quartz, but at the same time that'd be too weird to try and texture in detail, because quartz is a pain. And I have to get quartz, which is also an issue in its own right. But yeah, we'll just go with deep slate, I guess. You know, like I said, there's this stone bit here will probably just be like, you know, we'll still leave it as stone, but then when you get to the higher bits, because we'll leave this kind of like blended in the mountain a little bit, but when we get to the higher bits that are actual like castle stuff, then, you know, we'll make them out of deep slate because they'll stand out. But I want one like popping out of like, I want a little something out the front here. I want a big thing out in the back. We could probably fit something else like in here, and then probably another one coming out the side over there. But there's a couple of like noticeably flat parts of this area that we kind of can do stuff in. This gives a good bit of room to have whatever. We'll actually make like a proper staircase. I just use this because of the jump boost, so it gets me up a little bit quicker. And then we got this area, which leads to a top part that is just concealed. And then this leads into the actual like top part of the castle here. So literally all we would do is cover that up. And then if I ever need to, I can come back in here. Now, we'll like seal this off when it's all done because I kind of want it to where like you can only get in through like this area because why not? And then this would be like, or like we actually have like a small like throne or something like that in here, like some private like quarters, or maybe even up here depending on how high. Yeah, this party is just a little bit too tall or rather too thin, so we probably wouldn't do a whole lot up in here. Might have like a small like library or something cozy up here, but we will do something with this space. But this space is where the main stuff is going to happen, like a small bedroom for whatever the hell is up here, all that kind of stuff, and it leads back down into here, and then we have a lot more open area to work with. Not a whole lot, but it's more. So how to work with what I'm given here. Could just remake the mountain, but yeah, we still need more stone to redo this section for what it's worth. But that's alright. And then this is another like small bedroom, and then these people can live here or whatever. But yeah, it should be fine. Then I still need to eventually get back to working on all that, but one day. I don't feel like doing it for a while, which is why we're doing all this. But let's actually get started with doing stuff instead of like just burning time. And as far as I'm aware, this shouldn't have any like weird issues. I can still get to my base just fine and all that, and nothing should be able to get into here, but we'll work these things out later. But yeah, what else do we need to do? We have a whole building we need to build from scratch. That big 90-degree one. And we're gonna actually take time here to measure out some actual like exact things. So this is one of those ones we can't do kind of half-baked or half thought out. It's gotta be like all the way or nothing. Because it's gonna be a little bit too big and it's gonna be a little bit of a pain in the ass to take down. So I really don't want to take it down. And we'll keep with the kind of same like build palette of like spruce wood, cobblestone, and then like deep slate tile for the roof. Just because it looks good, it's easy to make, and kind of fits like that kind of rustic-esque like vibe that I kind of already have here, so might as well, right? Oh, let's see. We would also probably have this be like a staircase, so we don't have to build it all the way up to there, but mainly we need to figure out, and I think the easiest way to do this is we just pick a corner here, and we're just going to make a wooden pillar going all the way up to the top. No funny business, it should be very easy. We'll just have this wooden pillar going up to the top. And when I don't run out of wood by that time, which I almost certainly will, which, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'll have one wood left. At least we made it. I should have. There we go. There we go. I'll do that. Maybe later we'll reconnect this little bit over to here or something, and then we can flatten this out and have like a little garden or something. Who knows? We'll do that later when we do the exterior work, but this should do it for now. That's all we really needed. Now we can actually hop down here and see that, this is what we get to work with, anything within this wood. So they're not exactly the same width, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're not the exact same. That shouldn't be too big of a deal, but that just means the curve would probably be a little bit weirder. That's fine. It's not really too detrimental or nothing. But basically how this is going to work is we're going to kind of go to each of the ends here. Maybe just plant like a small little beam like that. And let's see if we can find the intersection of these. Intersection there. And hey, we're actually already at it. Cool, alrighty. So if we were to make like a just a simple rectangle here, right? We just want to make a curve that connects them up, so that's all we need to do. Oh, it shouldn't be too bad. We're gonna want some cobblestone. This one will travel horizontally a lot more than it does vertically, or vertically, and you know, compared to this stuff. Oh, something like that, maybe. And realistically, I believe that's about the best we're gonna get. There we go. I'd say something like that should be fine. I don't think I could even do it any better, to be perfectly honest, but that's alright. Alright, we'll take a small flight upwards here in a moment, just to really make sure that we're doing good. Yeah, I'd have to say that's about as good as we can get. Okay, that's fine. Just an easy little curve. Yeah, I don't see it really getting any better than that, so that's good. That's all we really needed. And I guess what we're gonna have to do is actually build it up a little bit higher, because I shouldn't have built it that low, but luckily it don't really matter. I might have to build it a fucking layer up again, I swear to god, but whatever. Doesn't really matter too much. I'm trying to think what we want to do here for like any exits and all that. We want to maybe get some fences to support it a little bit. I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way, so I'm just kind of figuring it out as I go along, so don't worry about it too much, I guess, but, you know, fair warning. I'm like, that should be okay for now. Don't see it being too much of an issue. And thank you for the follow, Kex. I really appreciate it. But yeah, welcome. We're just figuring out what the hell to do for this, which I have no idea what the hell to do for this. So you know, playing that one as I go along. I just put a bark block there. It feels like something I could just do, right? Well, then why wouldn't I just put it on like the ends of all of them at that point? Oh, I could try that. They don't look half bad. Alrighty. It's meant to be curved there at the opening, and it's not gonna have any doors or nothing here, so we don't actually have to think too hard, but and considering it's gonna be on the inside as well, we can probably try and flatten these walls out. Because this dead space here might be a little bit too weird to work with. So what we'll probably do is just flatten these. Now we got a nice like square room to work with. And then we can do some other stuff from there. I have no clue how much cobblestone I have, which is apparently not a lot. So we're gonna go back and get some. Because again, I still need to map something out for a small staircase to go up. I don't want it to be a spiral this time. It needs to be like an actual proper staircase. It can turn a little bit, but for the most part, it should just be a relatively like straight shot to the top here. That's all I need. Let's see, we'll do that because our stair would go there, so that leaves us a too wide little thing. And we also need to switch out a couple of things here. Also do not want them being able to fall and kill themselves by accident, so we're going to also remember to not let that happen either. However, luckily I don't think it'll be too terrible. We'll just do a little something like this, just to cover that up, and then shouldn't be too bad. Wait, shouldn't actually, yeah, no, we should move this up by one. Alrighty. This will raise the ceiling just by one block, very easy. And then gives them a little bit more headroom down there at the bottom, considering this is also going to double as our ceiling. So don't want to be walking down with short ceilings like that. Here we go. And of course we still can put in our wood and whatnot. That's good. Needs to go there. We reconnect that. We can probably put some basic storage or something here. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe like a small little kitchen thing or whatever. But actually, maybe not. This isn't quite meant to be a house more than it is a way to get from down here all the way up to there. Like, that's kind of really all it is, to be perfectly honest. I just need them to not die. There we go, we got 14 left. Alrighty, that is about as good as it gets, to be perfectly honest. So we're gonna go ahead and cut this little part away. There we go, on the cobble. So then we can kind of shorten this a little bit more. And then, you know, we can actually build like, you know, they have a nice way in and out, so that's good. I just need to make them not die. That's where the other problem is, because, you know, they're gonna try and kill themselves, so can't let that one happen. Nope, not at all. So we're just gonna connect that up. This is gonna be hidden on the inside, so it actually really won't matter, but and then we still need to cover this side up as well. But for the most part, this should be good enough for right now. So we're just gonna go ahead and get a couple of cobblestone. Couple of cobblestone? Yeah, I'm stupid today. Oh, and I even forgot. We're today 1,276. So that's moved up a couple of days, but I forgot to show that off at the start. My bad, but Yep, same old, just trying to keep building here, and I just want to get this done. I should have a bunch of cobblestone somewhere. Probably, I think. A little bit. That is not... That's literally nothing. Oh, Jesus Christ, not again. Yep, we have bottlenecked a second time. Is not very cool. Yep, that's not good at all. Oh. I have no cobblestone, again. And I have no inventory space. We're gonna actually fix that one up really quickly. That's good, alrighty. And I also left that other shulker box with my wood somewhere else. Don't know where, but it's somewhere, and I kind of want that back. Especially because it's got some phantom membranes in it. I don't like getting a hold of those because they take a while to do. No, I really got no clue where I left it. Oh, there it is. Found it. That's not normal. That should not be happening. Hang on. Okay, so tucked away somewhere in this little cave, we have a zombie apparently, and we take that very seriously because I actually live here, and wow, I had cobblestone the whole time. Wow, okay, well, motherfucker. Alrighty, that's fine. It don't really matter, I guess, but still, that definitely is a little bit annoying. We're gonna turn all of that coal and the torches. We're gonna put the excess away. And we're going to figure out where this zombie is coming from. However, it shouldn't be too hard to guess, so... It's gonna be down here, isn't it? But yeah, we're missing something. And we gotta pause the music here for a minute. I need to actually, like... directly above or below. Anything here? Sounds like it is a little bit lower. Part of my left. Found him. Huh, of all the odds, huh? That's kind of crazy. Oh, found him. Here, and I'll put the music back on here in a moment. But I guess they, I guess I do actually leave like small holes like in every now and then. So I guess what ended up happening was he spawned in like the tiniest like improbable thing, which is no big deal. Just caught me off guard is all. Don't want to ever be dealing with that kind of stuff here. Because I also live here too. It's not just going to be these villagers. I live here, and I don't want to have anything here for my own sake. So we're going to reseal a lot of this. Shouldn't be too bad. And luckily, it should just be a one-off incident, so I shouldn't have to worry. But I take great pride in not being a total moron, and mainly by not being a total moron, we get rid of things like that. Just to ensure that I don't die. If I do die, we got a problem. I've put nearly 1,300 days into this world, not to mention like almost like 350 hours like by now. So I've been doing this for quite a while. We're gonna go ahead and toss that out. Good to have a spare cobble box. And we need to toss out that excess rotten flesh in there anyways. My keyboard, even though I just gave you new batteries like 3 days ago, you want to do that to me. You've been fine the whole time, but God forbid I start playing fucking Minecraft, then it's an issue, but fine, whatever. Floor that they still get to by coming here, that's fine. Now, of course, we do actually want to make sure that's sealed. They can't even get up there because I can't even get up there. That works. They're shorter than me, technically. That one we're gonna need wood for on that side. All we should have to do is just fill in the space here. It probably won't be all cobblestone when it's all said and done. However, I can't be bothered to make it not cobblestone right now, so, you know, suck it, I guess. I don't know. I don't feel like actually having to sit down and change any of this at the moment. I just want a nice shape in place. We'll do some interior work, and I won't make it all like cobblestone on the inside, but I kind of don't want to change nothing, like I said, so interior stuff is for another day. That is, you know, when I'll actually handle it. But mainly it is not a, it's not a me problem right now. And we'll probably have to use like cobblestone walls or something for the outer edges here. Figure that one out too. Luckily this one's an inside corner, so it doesn't matter. There we go. Yeah, that should pretty much be it. Alrighty. Oh, again, they'll hit their head a little bit, because I hit my head a little bit, but it doesn't really matter. We'll probably do something with the ceiling just to like connect it up to like some of these points so it actually like kind of fades into it a little bit more. Just to give it like a cooler like ceiling design, honestly. Again, not gonna worry about that for now. Probably maybe map it out with stairs. Because we'll be using stairs in the actual thing to do that, but we'll just use cobblestone ones here just to kind of show that it's a cool proof of concept, and then just switch them out with different like tiled and colored things. But we need wood there, need wood here, and probably wood at like one other layer too. Just kidding. Not this layer, I guess. And we're just gonna follow this all the way around. Again, don't want any of them being able to walk out and kill themselves by accident, so that is literally as low as it can go. They shouldn't take... They might take damage from that. If I were to take these off, would I take... Well, it wouldn't count because I think the jump boost effect would still do something, but... I don't think they'd take enough damage or any at all for that matter, so we'll leave that one in place. I don't have to really care about it, I don't believe. And then we can always there we go, it's kind of good. Alrighty, so we can always like dig something like using this kind of just like a cool little baseline for a door, and then actually dig something inside of it. So we're gonna clear out this cobblestone just to reflect that. So we'll be able to do stuff inside of this area at a later date if I choose to do so. However, there's no real pressure because these floors are already fine enough in size. In fact, these are actually at good heights, or close enough heights is the main thing, but they're close enough. If I wanted to, I'm pretty certain I could connect this over to there. So yeah, we're gonna try that really quickly. Give me a minute. Should have enough. Alrighty, so we're gonna connect this over to here. We'll clear this stuff out. Should be a relatively easy thing to do. That connects up into this building, and then we also have a cut through point here to actually get over to this building. So we'll probably just clear this out as well. And then this is my personal thing that I'm going to have to seal off, but that's still okay for now. I'll just do that for the moment. But we probably would get rid of this section or just like seal it completely so it would still just be, yeah, we'd probably get rid of it, to be honest. We'll figure it out. Because I can't really fit another floor here, and I don't want to as well. But I'm thinking we seal this stuff up at the top so it's clean up there. We maybe have like a building, like singular, like peeking out. Did I repurpose this? I could repurpose this. I think there's technically a chance. So if we instead maybe made like a traditional staircase, like, I don't know, like against this wall here or something, depending on where this is. I will go back up and check that out, but depending on where that is, we might actually redo that to have a staircase up until this floor here, in which case then we would seal it off. And then we can rework with all this extra space. So we have this former area that we'll make into a building, and then it'll be quite a tall building that like arches over to like the other building here. So basically you've got like this walkway area that you can already kind of see that we have cleared out, where we'll redo it a little bit, but we basically have like a walkway, and then over it's going to be like this arch of like wood, and then there's going to be like glass like up on the floor and the ceiling of this archway, so you can still get skylight even like here, for example, but it'll still look cool. And if I do that, that means we're going to actually have to cut back on this part because we're going to want these to be like even. So we'll just do that for now as a simple marker. But basically, we would have like a tall like wood and cobblestone building, and then it would kind of like probably like starts there, and then it would like already be pushing itself back up to prep for this curve. And then when it does, it would kind of like funnel back down over to here. And then we would just have some like simple like garden stuff here or whatever, because this is the actual floor. This is just something that's a remnant of something that should never have been there in the first place, but that's alright. We'll rework it. But yeah, we need more wood, mainly because I want to actually get these sealed off. And we'll just kind of keep working at it. But I've got somewhat good ideas here, I believe, and we'll just keep going with them. So again, this fixes the staircase problem that the lighthouse had, where it was a spiral staircase, but now they only need to turn a couple of times instead of like 18, you know, and then they go down there like 3 times, and then they're out. There's no funny business with the door because there doesn't even need to be a door there. I want some wood covering up the layer part specifically, so we're gonna actually have to get more wood to cover those up. and then do it again up there. And then we'll probably just put in like glass on certain parts or whatever. But for the most part, it ought to be cobblestone. But we can use glass for specific areas. And then this cobblestone was a temporary thing. This wasn't meant. This isn't going to be here. We'll like reconvert it into like sand and like grass. So it'll probably spread into grass in here. Actually, like pretty much all of it, and maybe like fade into sand like at these parts. But for the most part, pretty much all going to be grass. Fades into sand. I need to get rid of those. Otherwise, it's a good idea. So it just needs a little bit more time, but and again, we will switch out this cobblestone at some point. It's just not a priority at this very moment in time, mainly because it doesn't need to be. I just need a good shape in place, and then we can decorate it all we want another day. But I need to sleep and actually go out and get some wood, so we're going to do that really quickly. And then we'll be able to finish up the rest of that building, considering I got the glass. I kind of want to do some smaller things today as well. So down in my base, we actually have a soul sand and magma block elevator here that's been around since like pretty much the very beginning. And it's time for it to go. It stirred me well. It got me down all the way like to like native 60 or whatever to get diamonds and redstone. But it's got to go, because I'm just going to end up replacing it with the scaffold stuff that's over here. It's either that or I'm going to move it to be somewhere else. So it's not like just a column like dead center of the room that's down there. I forgot what I was doing. Getting wood, that's right. Okay, I wanted to sleep to get wood. And we're going to pack some of this stuff away just so it's out of my way. And we're going to go fly over to the spruce forest and go get some wood. So yeah. Now we should have a little bit of a head start as well on the cobbled deep slate. However, we are going to need more, so we'll take care of that at a later point in time, but it should be okay for now. Here's the spruce forest we use to get all of our spruce wood. We will probably be building stuff over in this direction at some point, so it's good to kind of clear out at least some of these trees for the time being. But I really should make a 2x2 spruce tree farm eventually. I've been wanting to do that for a while because I always need like a lot of wood to make all this stuff. But this should get me what I need, like this and a couple of other big trees, and we should be fine. And yeah, it'll be good. But today's been a pretty good day, you know. All I did was study for a finance exam for like 3 hours, 2 hours, something like that, and then I went down to go take it, and then there was like 5 questions where I had absolutely no fucking idea what I was doing, yet I still got like an 88 on it, so I only missed 3 questions. So that was a very good feeling. Just total dumb luck. I didn't burn all of it off for once playing Splatoon, which is very good, and that really saved me there. That's good. But for what it's worth, it was kind of like educated guessing. I kind of knew somewhat what was going on, but I did good on enough of the other like parts of the exam too to where it wasn't that big of a deal neither. But definitely was luck though for some of it. But only a couple of questions. I didn't need a whole bunch, but again, somewhat educated guessing. It's always good to kind of at least know what I'm doing, or at least mostly know what I'm doing. I hope my roommate is not burning somebody to death, because that smells very smoky and it smells like cigarette smoke. That's probably not cigarette smoke. None of them have smoked before. They wouldn't start now, probably. Not that it's my business anyways, but still just want to make sure because I'm smelling it from my room with my door closed. That should be fine. 2 stacks and 40. This is not enough. Oh, and I also switch out my elytra with my chest plate. I'm trying to make sure I stay in that habit because, you know, I'm only like pretty much invincible when I'm wearing the chest plate too, so it's very important that I always try and switch that on when I'm not doing something that requires flying or where I would absolutely need to fly. So like if I was going to the end, for example, because I'm actually like still paranoid about like just some weird shit happening with like me not spawning correctly, which I have the water down there, so I shouldn't have any issues, but whenever I go into the end, for example, I always wear my elytra, and then I have the whole like place sealed off, so there's no way a creeper could get in there or nothing, but I always wear my elytra into there, and I make sure I have fireworks, because if I don't have fireworks, I just won't go in. But mainly it's like if the obsidian platform, and if just some weirdo shit happens where there's nothing under me and I immediately fall, which should again never fucking happen. But if it ever did, I'm prepared for it. You know, I'll have fireworks, I'll have an elytra, but otherwise the chest plate stays on. Because I'm still in a hardcore world and I really don't want to die right now. Probably will at some point later, but not at this very moment, considering I still have so much I have yet to do. So, still got a lot I'm working on. I want to get it done first before I'm content with dying. Well, also, oh, since this, oh, hang on, we can redo this part a little bit. Just a little, though, but we can take that out there. And we can take all this excess stuffs back. We'll take those. We'll carve this out. That reseals it to being a flat wall again, and, you know, mainly because if the new entrance is going to be like here, then, you know, we do actually want to change things up just a little bit. But this can still lead up into here, and then, you know, it just goes around. So I guess we can go ahead and take that, because these are a lot more important. I'm gonna need a shulker box for this. Oh, hey, Mossy Cobblestone. That would have been cool a couple of days ago. That would have been great. Oh well. Not that it matters anymore. Still. We'll do that. Carve out a lot of this stuff. We'll just do that, and then make sure to re-put down our lighting. And we just do that. And that gets connected. That is... Oh, I just filled up on that stack, that's why. Okay. Wondering why that didn't work. Do that. Put down a couple of different torches. And then we'll just get the rest of the fence gates a little bit later, but basically just fence gates there. See, that was, I had a feeling. Alrighty. My house is not on fire, technically, but we're gonna go make sure that's not an actual fire yet. So let me get back into my base, and, I'll be right back. It's normally not a fire, but, you know, it's no big deal. So just give me a minute here. There we go. Alrighty. We're gonna just save and quit. I will be back within about 5 to 10 minutes, assuming I'm not dead. I probably won't be dead. We'll find out. Anyways, I'll be right back. So, yeah. Alrighty, there we go. Sorry about that. My house is only partially burned down, but it's fine. And just to clarify, in case that wasn't incredibly obvious, that was in fact a joke. But yeah, it's just some smoke in the kitchen. One of my roommates is cooking, so no big deal. It happened. It hasn't happened in a while, but it does happen every now and then, so it's never too bad. But either way, you don't ever want to assume that, so I always make sure to go out and like check it. But looks like we should be cleared, and just making sure it does display correctly on Twitch, and there we go. Alrighty, get back to it. Yeah. No house burning down at the moment, but you know. Thank you. Yeah, PP is an amazing name. Yeah. I I actually do like just name my worlds random shit to be perfectly honest, but you know, fair enough. I get it, Parker, man. Like I do the same thing. I haven't outgrown that habit since like I've started playing Minecraft like 7 or 8 years ago by now or something, you know. It's always been with me to some extent. But yeah, no burning house, so should be fine for now. There we go. I want to redo this waterfall. Not right now. I did not want to fall down in here, but I do want to redo it at some point. Just not this very second. Oh, I don't do that quite as much with files or folders, but when it's like a Minecraft world, I will do it a lot. But files and folders, I tend to just actually name a little bit more seriously, mainly because I don't want to like lose those and be like, you know, huh, what's this? And then, oh, turns out it was important tax stuff that I kind of needed to have. Oops. But for the most part, I still do like name stuff, some weird things. Interesting. So that smoke is definitely seeping through a little bit. No big deal. Not a me problem. Oh well. Now what we're gonna do is kind of make like an ice cream sandwich, basically, where we cover that up, go up to this next layer, and then we just do it again. Oh yeah. My method of getting emeralds, well, okay, funny thing is, I actually haven't needed any in a long time, to be perfectly honest, so it's been a little weird, but normally, I got a couple of options. I can either go out and use the dedicated raid farm that I have, which, you know, it's a raid farm, you get a lot of emeralds from it, everybody wins, or the easier and, like, lazier way that I do a lot more often nowadays is, I have 8 fully cured cartographers in my trading hall that sell like 1 emerald for 1 glass pane, and then I'll just like trade with them like in mass, and then just do stuff from there. Like, that's pretty much all it really takes, honestly. So that's what I'll do. But I should be using the raid farm, but I haven't had an actual need for it because I also am sitting on like a large stockpile of emeralds as well. So there hasn't been a need to actually go out and use the damn thing in months, probably. It's pretty good. Oh, see, that's actually kind of you're kind of half right in the hardcore aspect. So, it does help in SMPs mainly because you can like have like player like economies and whatnot, which is fine. But in hardcore, yeah, you might not need to trade as much, but it's a good kind of end goal to have to be able to trade for like every single item that's possible. But it's pretty good. Oh yeah, there was that like exploit I remember hearing about mainly by like Ian Axifer, but yeah, if you like do some weird stuff by having a cartographer and a librarian and like some weird parts of some chunks or whatever, you can trade with them, move back in the minecart, and then it doesn't actually count the trade as like existing, so you can just repeat it infinitely without being on cooldown, which I don't do personally because that would require getting those idiots to the end, and I hate being in the end to begin with. And plus, it still is like a big enough exploit that I wouldn't actually want to do it. I'm trying to keep this one glitch free and exploit free as much as possible, but I definitely do get the merit in it though. But yeah, I just cured like 8 of them, and that was before I had a gold farm. But now I do have a gold farm, and now I can just cure way more if I want to. But I'm planning on eventually renovating my trading hall and moving it somewhere else, so that way it'll be like a whole proper like Library of Alexandria, where you know things just cool. keeps all my villagers there, and like I probably want like a couple like at least 100 to 200. So I need to make it to about that size, but it shouldn't be too terrible. And I do want glass at some point. I just don't know for what parts, but I know I do want glass. We're gonna do that. There we go. That's fair. Well, the only other good source of emeralds is, you know, like raid farms, but honestly, the cartography trade, as long as you're willing to like zombify and cure like almost every villager, like I don't even have a whole lot of them zombified and cured or nothing, but some of the main ones I do have cured, or I already have like naturally low trades. Like my mending villager sells them for 10 emeralds, like just straight up. So that one was ridiculously lucky, but and my Unbreaking 3 villagers are like 13. But basically it just boils down to cure some of the important ones a good bit. Some of the nicher ones you can get away with not curing, but at least you want at least like 8 cartographers in my eyes, because then you can make 2 stacks of emeralds per trading period, and then you make like 4 stacks of emeralds per day, like easy peasy. So it's only like 16 golden apples and like what, like 6 splash potions of weakness, because you can do them in like large batches. So it's honestly not too bad, but remember, librarians aren't just the only important one too. There's like all of the there's like the ones, the stonemasons that sell quartz and whatnot, that are like invaluable because they sell quartz stuff. I don't have to go out and mine for that by hand anymore. I guess I can make a bartering for it now, but you know, still. Oh, that's fair. I actually don't even. I should probably make a stacking raid farm. Honestly, no, I think I do technically. But it's not like not a big stacking raid farm. It's just a simple one by Logical Geek. But like it pumps out a good bit of stuff. But I am planning on rebuilding all of my farms at some point. So I will probably like rebuild that one in like a massive like stacking raid farm or something. But I still gotta actually figure that one out, if I want to do that or not. But once I kind of get all my my entire island done here, and I get all my actual like building stuff done. Maybe not once I get all my building stuff done. Like I'll use it as a way to like take breaks from like doing all this building again. But I'm gonna redesign all of my farms, so they're gonna be like the like very hyper efficient counterparts of like every single farm that I own, just so that way I can say that I have it. So like for like a Wither Skeleton farm, we'd probably like go ahead and like get rid of like pretty much half the damn Soul Sand Valley to make sure absolutely nothing can spawn. My Wither Rose farm that I currently have now will be good enough to get me the Wither Roses I need to actually build that really good Wither Skeleton farm. And then I can build a fully dedicated Wither Rose farm, Enderman farm. But I pretty much want to have like every single like farm in the game, but like cranked up to like 100, because why not, you know? Might as well. Alrighty, what are we thinking? I need to cap these off with spruce wood, and I should probably put some kind of support beam in between each floor in certain parts, because this feels too empty without it. I think glass would be the wrong move, so we're not going to put glass in for all of it, or a lot of it at all. Go up another layer. Go ahead and maybe carve this out. And we'll just go ahead and get started. So it should be a fairly easy thing. Basically all we're going to do is trim all this away for right now. So there. And then, yeah. But hardcore isn't too difficult, honestly. You just got to give yourself things to do and actually stick with them. So like the villager trading stuff would be like a good example, but it does get boring after enough time, so you always got to be careful of that. I think that goes there still, right? Yeah, okay. That does need to go there. We'll go ahead and get that. And let me put this back really quickly. Yep, there we go. Cool. Oh, there's I know you can technically make a obsidian farm out of the end pillars, but I know the actual like obsidian farms that I've seen personally, they're they're all based on the obsidian platform. Like when you spawn in the end, you know, it has that obsidian platform that you stand on. If you do some kind of like simple like chunk loading thing by just having like an item go in and out constantly, or in case of another farm I saw by Unaxifer, it's just basically using a snowball. And that's pretty much all you got to do. Is just have a snowball go in and out from some snow golems, and that usually works out pretty well. And it's really easy to do, and it produces a ton of obsidian. So I'm thinking about building one of those, but I got to be careful because it still does use a wither, and I really don't want to risk losing my world to something kind of goofy like that. And again, I'm always equipped to handle stuff like that, but I just don't want to have to, you know. Don't ever want to have to fight like a wither just for no fucking reason like that. Like, so, but no, I got a good sword. I got a spare Smite 5 sword. I could actually kill the wither even quicker nowadays if I wanted to or needed to, so that's good. Put this back. Are you kidding me? I guess what we'll do is we'll just pick the specific blocks. Alrighty. We'll just go to the ends of each of those and then just pillar up. That's all it is. Double check. I just trap it in the like end portal, but I haven't actually like fought it in ages. But the first time I did actually fight it, I just like trapped it in a tunnel basically, and that was more or less the end of it. So not really too hard or nothing. It's just something I don't want to have to like worry about a whole bunch, you know, because I am still actually doing very good in this world, and I want to keep it that way. But I really think it'll be fine. I'll probably give it another shot. Like an actual like air fight or something, you know, a dog fight with a wither, because why not? There we go. Yeah, I always make sure to double and like quadruple check stuff like that just to avoid those kinds of situations, which is fair, you know. It does definitely get a little annoying having to like triple check it, but it does save me the hassle of just letting one out in the end. I don't have anything there it would destroy or nothing, but I still don't want a wither, you know, in the end dimension, obviously. That's normally like bad news. We'll go ahead and bring this up, and we're gonna take a look and see how this looks. And if it looks bad, which I'm starting to feel like it might, but if it does look bad, we'll probably just cut it down. Yeah, it's not a horrible idea actually. So like this part, it partitions it. This part needs to be something different, but then it does partition this part. So maybe if we switch these out a little bit more or something, and then just make sure it continues all the way down. Or is it like too much of an overemphasis on like spruce wood? I don't know. That's fine, but I feel like something still. If I put cobblestone in, maybe going all the way up, is that gonna help it a little bit? That's fair. But I guess we'll just put in some cobblestone for now because I don't want it to be glass all the way up or nothing. But still, it's missing something. It's kind of weird knowing what that is, but we'll try and get that figured out. Let's see if we get that put away. Okay, I feel like that was pretty much what it was missing, more or less, was just some cobblestone. Cobblestone? Yeah, I almost blanked out and forgot what cobblestone was. I do it on a corner like this instead, where it kind of like turns. Is that gonna help it a little bit more? Oh, I think that does. Okay, hang on. We'll head back up. I still need to make sure I should have some extra spruce wood, but we're gonna redo it just a little bit more here. Wouldn't be too bad, luckily. Little something like that. And then we could still have windows up here or something, but should be a little bit better. Okay, that's better. I think that's about maybe the best I'll get it. When we get some like glass blocks in place, it should look a little bit cleaner, but that should be okay for now. I'm not gonna sweat it too much. I can always touch it up a little bit with some exterior details, but shape's still good. I think we got the right idea. I just need to work with it a little bit more in the near future to really make sure it stands out good. But I don't think it was a bad idea. I just need to work on it a little bit more. And we're gonna want glass blocks mainly because I can't really use paint here, since it's not like a really like straight area, you know, it curves a little bit too much. If I try using paint, it's gonna look ugly. So we got some glass blocks here. And yeah. I wanted to go up quite a bit too, like up to this height, so I'm gonna just go ahead and hop down. Just grab some glass. That should be fine for the moment. And then basically just fill it in. I guess that was another issue too. This wasn't like moved correctly. That fix it though. Alright, the thing I was missing, so this part's still straight. And then we'll just head back up and try again here. I won't be out by this area a whole lot, but I still want to actually make sure it looks good, you know? Just gotta make sure it's somewhat presentable. I feel like the wood touching the glass, or not the glass touching the wood beams. I switched those around by accident. I feel like the glass touching the wood beams at the tops probably would not be a good idea. So we're gonna make sure that doesn't happen. Just do this. There we go. Oh, and that could be another thing as well. So I think here specifically, just to make sure it's not all the same building, we're gonna do something a little different here. So we're gonna grab that. We're gonna take all this, and we're gonna expand this cobblestone out a lot. And you can kind of already see where I'm going with this. But basically, we're just going to connect this stuff up a little bit. Do that. Just to make sure not repeating the whole way around, you know? And we still want to actually grab some of this stuff out of here. I guess we can condense that. I feel like we curve that a little bit more and make it meet up at a different spot. That should look better. And probably maybe punch that window out a little bit more. Just so we can actually add some better support. But given enough time, we'll get it figured out, so. I really need to bring one of these shulkers with me. I do not like that. I like it being open a lot more, but I want to do something better here because this doesn't look quite right. And I don't want this to just be like a giant square like mass, but I don't know, maybe from a distance it'll look better. I guess we'll fly it back and see a little bit, but it might look better from a distance, but I mean, it does look better from a distance, and then, you know, we can still finish that part up, but looks better from a distance, but up close it does look wacky, but I don't dislike that anymore. Still fine, it's still a good idea, but any lighting down the middle, we'll probably, like, speckle something in certain, like, parts, like, there and there. That's fine for now, alrighty. We'll go ahead and just do something really easy here. So namely, we just need to cut this back a little bit. Do a little something like that. And we can go back down and pick up all that stuff again. We'll figure the rest out later too, but as long as it's a good idea, which it is, so I don't mind. Got a nice little view of the ocean. How does it look from the outside? look a lot better than just having glass the whole way up. So, is it something to break it apart? Still need to reconnect it in some way at the bottom, but we'll get that one figured out later too. But I just kind of want to look at it from above, like looking down. Mainly what we're here to see. Yeah, I'd have to say it looks good. Try looking at it a little bit more like even height, I guess. It looks good. Looks good from this angle specifically as well with those windows. If we look at it from here, actually, no, that still looks fine. Yeah, you know what? That wasn't too bad at all. You can even probably punch out that one a little bit and then like have it connect up over to there or something. Like who knows? But we could rework that one in that bottom left corner to just connect over there with like another like similar thing if we really want to tone it down with the windows. But I think it's better. A lot better. Yeah, like see that don't look too bad. Definitely needs to be worked on. I think it'll look better with an actual ceiling in place, but I definitely have had worse ideas, so who knows. I think all we really need to do for this part is just do like an upside down like cobblestone staircase like trim and then just fill it in with cobblestone on like that inside space. But basically have like a trim of stairs going all the way around just to kind of like add some simple support. So we'll try and get a little bit of that done now. Do a little something like that. And I need scaffolding. Oops. All right. Now, sometimes I really don't like working with stairs. This is fucking awkward. Alrighty, that should reconnect it. Why? Alright, what am I doing wrong here? We'll just fill all that out, why not? Here we go. Turn that. And then we turn this, and there we go. There we go. Okay, that's a little better. Cool. And then all it pretty much is just fill this stuff in with cobblestone, as I talked about. And then that's pretty much it. And then we'll probably have a cobblestone lining the back parts here. Nothing too crazy. What? Oh. Makes a little bit more sense. Alrighty. Now it should equal about, not about, an exact stack. Yep, there we go. Alrighty. We should have some extra cobblestone. Yep. Just a little bit extra, it still counts. That makes it look better from underneath as well, which is always good. And all we need are just some basic slabs. That should be fine enough. Go grab those real quick, and then we probably need to do a little bit more as well, so we're not quite done with this section yet, but we are getting somewhat close, which is always good to see. It's not done yet. As in, I'm probably going to want all this to be cobblestone or some kind of other like stone like supporting block. Just that way it's not just like floating on nothing, you know. We could probably even add like color to this part or something, but we probably want to switch out a little bit over here too. I want one of these back. Here, we'll put that away. But we're gonna have to clear out a fair chunk of this mountain here. Not too much, but just a little bit of the land here so that way I can properly like just make something. Not much of it though, no clue, but we'll figure that one out as it happens. I think something like this size should be good enough for now. And still no fucking idea what I'm doing. I just know I'm doing something. That's about it. Really? Motherfucker, I better not be out right now. It's like the dumbest time for it to happen. Oh well. Anyways, I guess we do have just enough, but yeah. Just to add a little bit of support, we're gonna do a little bit more to kind of like encroach on that glass just a little bit. Is kind of the point. So yeah. Um basically, remember that little proof of concept thing that I had shown? Oh, we also need to claim all of this really quickly, but you remember a little bit earlier in the week, I made a small proof of concept thing that could be used on the, like all on the inside of the mountain range to like add some like different heights and whatnot. So basically, it would help to make sure that it's not just all like the same like height and it would actually like be spread out correctly. And it was a very cool thing, but it used like kind of like an hourglass figure. So basically, all we ended up doing was just reusing that idea. Just use the support. So again, here it kind of curves in. It starts relatively fat, and then it curves into about its thinnest and tallest point, and then it curves out to something like pretty big, and then you could have something supporting it. Well, that idea, we just carried it over a little bit, over into here, and that's really all it is. So kind of curves in a little bit, and then it curves out a little bit more at the ends there. We're gonna use like stairs or something, probably into slabs as well. And I want the rest of this here. Okay, that was too much. I was not paying attention to what I was doing there. You get the idea, a little something simple like that. Yeah, see, there we go. Okay. Now, I think we need a little bit of work there, but I don't think I care, so, you know. There, good enough. Boom, beautiful. 10 out of 10. And maybe we can just, like, slot, like, a couple of these in, like, weirder spots or whatever. There. There we go. That's a little better. Okay. Wow, that's crazy, Firefox. Get the hell out of here. Come on. Stone to turn into cobblestone after I quit misinputting. There we go. Just so we can fill in the back part here a little bit. And I guess this front part as well. There we go, just a little something. There we go. Okay, so I don't really have any complaints with it at the moment. It does probably need to be reworked again, to be perfectly honest, but I don't think it looks bad. It'll probably grow on me over enough time, like the colors of the terracotta did in my actual base, but for the most part, looks good from the top still. The trim is making it nice and visible. But if we fly down to a lower layer, and we try and get a better look at it from the underside, still blends fairly nicely. And that's all it really needs to do is just blend fairly well, and it does, so that still opens up pretty good. We can rework some of these a little bit better, but you get the idea. It's working out to be a little bit better. However, I'm certainly not a professional like builder or nothing, but don't look bad. We're gonna maybe land up here or down here, I guess. Yeah, there we go. That looks pretty good. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty happy with that. I got no complaints here. It looks good. Even the bits on the left with that like large section of glass, it still looks good. Alrighty. So pretty much we just need a roof to cap it off with, and then we need to figure out some other things as well. Again, mainly we want like an actual building like structure like here that goes up and over like this walkway that we have kind of like carved out, and then it ends here, and then basically you should be able to go up to the top of it while you're still inside, and then you got this cool little walkway where you can look up and still see like the skylight, and then you can still walk over into here, or you could just go under it as well. Or you wouldn't even need to have to walk under it or over it or whatever. I could probably just section that off completely from the villagers and just have it be its own separate like set piece or whatever. So at the very least, these two parts are going to be where buildings goes that will get used, and then we'll make the arch as well. But for the most part, it should be fine. And for this part up here, we need to grab our spare boxes really quickly. Mainly because I still have wood inside of them, I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, no, I guess I already did grab them. Let's double check. We didn't grab everything. Ah, okay. And we're also out of cobblestone. Again. Alright though. And all the interior work, again, is going to be a totally separate stream on all these buildings, so they probably won't even all get done in one stream. It'll probably take like a couple to get all the interior stuff done, and then we'll have one massive stream for like all the exterior stuff with like outside decoration on things like this and the fauna and things of that nature. We cut this out. We cut that out too. And then we can have just some basic little like step to just kind of line this. Just have some simple little step that lines this with like a half slab or something. So that way you can just walk up into here. I'll get rid of that. And you know what? We're probably going to get rid of this temporarily. I don't want to just be limited to having it fit this part. And then we'll get rid of the grass as well. But we are starting to cook a little bit here, so got some good ideas brewing, and they're actually starting to come together finally after all this time. Taking a long time though, but it is happening. Always good to see. Still need a shulker box. There we go. I'll just slide all that away. I'm gonna get rid of that up to about here. I don't know quite what to do. I know I want to leave this like massive section just kind of open, but I don't know if I want to have it. I don't know if I want to have it being covered up by anything. I think what I do, I think the right play is extending that part out, like that kind of like saying like cobblestone, wood, cobblestone, like sandwich. We extend that out over to here, and then we curve it to there from like this point over to there. And then we can like use this kind of like big bulging part that's going to be about here to here, right, to like actually arch over. You'll see what I mean, but I think I got a good idea. Probably. We're gonna get clear this out though first, and we're gonna try and replace it with cobblestone when I actually get some again. That is, but it is gonna get replaced with cobblestone here momentarily. And yeah, we're gonna need some more. Shoot, we might actually have to go out and go just get some, to be perfectly honest, because this is kind of not good. Really not good. Basically, I want to more or less line like this whole thing with cobblestone, so we're gonna use andesite for these edge bits. Do a little something like that, maybe. And let's see if we got that. I know this is all random stuff right now, but and that goes out too much anyways. Oh, we'll just have it in there like that. That should be a little bit better. Okay, so place the floor with cobble all the way up until there. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this should actually feed like directly into here. And it does. Okay. I never got a chance to actually get up there and look at that section as well. So we better do that really quickly. Okay, did we do anything with this though? Probably not. But should I at least try? Probably should at least try, if I had to guess. Just want to make sure I don't have too much trying to happen all at once, because then it's going to look cluttered and just kind of confusing. But we'll work on that. Give me a moment here. There we go. Hey, welcome back, Hex. How you doing? I still have no idea what I'm doing, but it's starting to feel kind of right. It's just taking a little bit more time than I would like to admit, but it is starting to feel better. We're gonna block this one up by 1 and then reposition that hole to be just 1 block over like this. So we'll move that. And there we go. Do that. There we go. Hi, it is a pretty good world. Thanks for the kind of common, honestly. But it's still a massive work in progress, to be honest. So we're not even really close to done. Also, this was what ate up a lot of my time too. But now I'm finally like not neglecting my actual house anymore. Considering I got a whole island that I live on, I kind of wanted to make it look good. I've been neglecting it to work on this ungodly monstrosity, but it's finally time to take a break from that and work on my actual island. So currently working on building a small building there, and then I have a lot of stuff here that needs to be redone, but it is currently in the process of being redone. But I don't want it to just all be like buildings or nothing, so that's like the biggest one we're gonna really have. And then I like actually having a lot of grass here and like these relatively like, nice flat areas of just grass because it's good for building, it's good for villagers to walk around on. I will eventually be importing villagers as well. I have to keep that in mind. Also, that whole mountain there is all custom made too. I still have that to work on. But it is coming along. Still just don't know what I want to do quite yet. Actually, no, I need cobblestone for it, but we're gonna continue that part just out a little bit more to meet up to there. And then we're gonna fill in the empty space that's gonna result from it with grass, because then we're also gonna connect it up to that corner too. So actually no, it might be better to just have it like stay there and then just have this still be its own separate thing to some extent. Hmm. I don't know, we'll figure it out. I still don't know what I want to do for it, but I'll figure it out after enough time. But I need cobblestone, that's for sure. So we've got enough empty space in there and spread throughout a couple of other boxes. So all we're gonna do is take a quick flight out and over the mountain range, and we're gonna go to this dedicated island I have where I'm just clearing it out of all of its stone and cobblestone. Just because I need it. We should be coming up on it here momentarily. There it is. Quick, like 15-second flight away. And all we're gonna do is just get rid of as much cobblestone as possible, because I'm gonna need quite a lot of it. Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad though. I can't hold a whole lot, unfortunately. I can hold 7 stacks, and that's it at a time, which is fine. But we'll just get to it. Probably bring back like 10 or 14 should be good. I don't need a whole bunch. I'm gonna need to plant the bed really quickly. There we go. I'll take that. And we'll grab this bed. And there we go. I'm hoping we get this main building done today at the very least. That's my main goal, is just to get that done. And then we'll probably do some other things as well. Maybe. Like, I need to get my tools fixed up. That's for sure, but... otherwise, I don't have too many big plans. I kind of just want to enjoy tonight and just kind of take it easy again. I had a lot to do today. I guess I had extra cobblestone the whole time. Oops. No big deal. Makes it a little bit easier. We got 8 stacks. That's pretty good. Like 8.5. All we're gonna do is just grab a little bit more here. And we'll fill up on this amount of cobble, just another 7 stacks, and then we'll go ahead and head back really quick. That shouldn't take too long at all. I need to do a check when we get back on the Shulker farm and the Iron farm to make sure they haven't overproduced. And then I need to make sure that the Shulker farm is actually still functional. That's another problem too. Because the minecart likes to just kind of disappear whenever I unload the chunk in a weird way. And it happens fairly often considering, like, you know, my base is larger than that nowadays, so I end up unloading it a lot more than normal. Or a lot more than I used to, I guess, but... And my render and simulation distance are actually fairly low, it's like 12 and 12, so nothing too big, unfortunately, but it don't really matter. Couldn't do that. There we go, that's good enough. Not quite the amount I wanted, but I really don't mind. It's good enough for what I need at the moment. And then we just fly back. Should be flying back. Yep, positive X, already. Easy enough. We should have all of our cobble. Yep. And this is all going to be hidden under the mountain once it's all said and done, but these were the old lava casts that I used to kind of roughly gauge the height. Bad idea. Do not do this. Just fair warning. If you're going to make a mountain, you just might as well go through the dirt scaffolding all the way. Because this is cool to gauge the height, but I didn't think I was going to need to tear it down or want to tear it down, and it turns out I do want and need to tear it down, which, it's cobblestone. You can't insta-mine it, ever. And that is an absolute pain in the ass as a result, so not cool. Genuinely just my bad, but oh my god, it was a very, very poor call to do that. I would have known that in hindsight, I wouldn't have done it, but of course I didn't think I was gonna want to tear it down, but well, here we are. And it's not too bad or nothing, but just unfortunate is all it is. So this is gonna be inside. We're not. This is all just gonna be flat grass up here, so nothing changes about what's going on. And then we just need to make sure to remove these. And we're going to do that. That. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2. There we go, just a simple little thing like that should be okay. Wait, what am I doing? That doesn't need to be lined with anything. It needs to be on the layer below. Oops. I put all that scaffolding away, damn it. we do something like that, then we have this little partition wall, but at the same time, what the hell does it matter? So do I want the entrance here, or do I want it here? We'll figure that one out a little later, I guess. I have no clue what I want. Or not right now, at least I don't have any idea what I want. But now all we need to do is put in that little strip of like wood. Shouldn't be too bad. We'll take a little bit of scaffolding here. Come on. I'm being a dumbass right now, sorry, but there we go. Okay. There we go. That's about the best we can do there, honestly. That's alright. Alrighty, that's better. Alright. I want probably a pillar in the middle there. Just a simple, like, 2 wide, like, or okay, do we want it? Yeah, we don't want it 2 blocks thick. It, it definitely needs to be some kind of support, but I still need to figure out what should go there. Maybe there doesn't even need to be support. Maybe I can just put like a beam there and then just have all that like hang out in the open. But it's a good shape. We fill in the negative space there with dirt and grass. And then we can work on the inside bits. But it should be fine. And as for this, I got no clue. But we're just gonna go ahead and grab some dirt really quickly. over time, all of the dirt and grass is gonna spread over and all that. Very easy. Not really a whole lot to say about it. It's just gonna happen after enough time. And you know, it's a good like mixed space, so we don't actually. Oh, and also I need a little bit more stuff here. But we're gonna also conceal this off just because, you know, it's not gonna ever be seen or used again. And then we can redo the ceiling a little bit at some point. How long has it been? It's been 2 hours, damn. Oh, that's fair. There we go. And then basically all we would end up doing is just, you know, connecting up all that kind of stuff. Again, still no clue what the hell I'm doing, but it don't matter. Well, we're probably gonna have just like one layer of fences here or something like that. And then we'll make like a like dome like roof up to here or whatever. Or actually no, we need to build this up a good bit taller and then make the like dome roof. So it's just gonna be a flat like circular roof is all. So it shouldn't be too bad. And then we still get plenty of grass here to use. And I've just realized that by covering up that dirt, we also cover up the arch or where it could go. Which technically could still go in place, but honestly I think at that point it might as well just this might as well just be like its own separate thing, or hell, we could probably even just cover this up to be honest. Or no, we'll have this be the actual like entrance, so we're gonna kinda cover it up. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna get this out again, and we're gonna map out where this needs to go. We got our entrance there. We need stone because I need to make this like an even number of blocks instead of an odd one. So let's go ahead and grab this back. I gotta remember to actually keep like switching that out. We're gonna put that there. We should have some actual regular stone tucked away, right? I could have sworn I had some somewhere. There it is. We still have 2 other boxes. Alrighty. There we go. Perfect. I'm gonna take these back. So this would be underground, and we're gonna you know, fill in the ceiling with like cobblestone or something, just as placeholder. It won't all be cobblestone all the time, but I want the cobblestone trim, and then the actual inside bits can be like, I don't fucking know, whatever I need them to be. We'll figure that one out later. But it should be good. So we got the pillar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, so actually, I'd have to shorten it by like 2 blocks. No. Okay, so again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can put in our wooden supports. And we just want that to be flat and even with what we already have. And we want to start piling a lot of this away. There we go. Alrighty, cool. Here we go. And trying to think what I want to do here. So I don't know how tall I want this to be, and I can't have it get like too tall. But basically we're probably just going to do that. And we do a little something like that. And basically, actually, hang on. Maybe it'd be better to build this across. It would be better to build this across like this, get rid of these, and then we still get our dirt as well. And then we probably would put like a small like fountain or something in the middle here and just give them plenty of room to walk around in and do stuff with. So. I want a lot of these. Alrighty, we're gonna grab some dirt again. There we go. And then we can reseal this. Now, right now this is just a building, which is not what I've intended. I kind of want them to actually be able to sleep here is the other thing too, which is why this is like this. So we can fit 3 in there. Like what, 3 to 4 in there? Most likely 3, probably even 2. So we'll say 5. We'll say another like 3. Now the mountainside part of this is where actually a lot of them are gonna go. So like 6. So 5 combined with those 2, and then 8, and then another 6. That's 14. And then this is one of the last, like this is the last like housing area we're gonna have, so we can probably try and fit like another 6 in here or something. So how would I do that? What would I want to do? Oh, actually, oh wait, that's perfect. Wait, hang on. We can redo this building to be where they live or like sleep, and then they have like an actual like fully decorated building here. But mainly in this kind of like useless one is where we'll probably like mass stockpile like beds, especially on the floor down here on the bottom. And then there shouldn't be, yeah, this is just an underground floor, so this one doesn't count. So basically, for our purposes, this is the last like real floor right there. So this is the last real floor. And all we have to do is just walk out of here real quick. So that's our last real floor. We can redecorate that to probably be a little bit cooler. But we'll probably add some like simple partitions on the inside and like redo this to be like glass panes. And we need to shrink that one down a good bit, and then we need to shrink the other side down a good bit so it's even again. But we'll basically just do some really easy stuff where we just add like a couple of like indoor like partition walls to fit like 3 rooms per floor. And then that gives us our other 6. Oh, and then we have this whole area in here that can be built as well, so we can fit. I'd say this village could have like 20 to 25 villagers comfortably inside of it before it starts getting like too cramped in each of the like areas, you know, which is good. That's a very healthy amount. Shouldn't crash anything, probably. I don't think I have to worry about that kind of stuff at the moment. But yeah, 25 villagers all walking around the island doing their little tasks, doing all their little goofy shit. Should be fine, you know? It shouldn't be too many issues. And that one's for me because that's where my amethyst like geode is. It's like straight down there. So that one's not gonna be used for anything. And I guess we can start lining the ceiling in here with cobble, but basically I think all this would be is and we need some dirt. Here's my dirt. There it is. I think all we're gonna do is just match this up with what we already have, and then we'll implant some grass. And then we'll just basically carve away what we have here until it's even. Here we go, a little something like that. And then basically all we would really want to try and do is, I'm just going to get a bunch of glass here. And I still want this to have some glass at least, so that's pretty much where it's all coming in. Now these would be, I feel like that's going to be too bulky and weird looking. Do we have fences? Yes, we do. Okay. We're just going to do something like this. And then, you know, we'll go ahead and just get our glass here. Really all we got to do is just put in some glass. So we still get some nice little bits of natural light seeping in. Look too bad. There we go. We can always work on this as needed too. I don't think this looks awful. Yeah, it's kind of like nice and baked in a little bit. We can, well, we might redo this later, but for now it's a fine enough placeholder. I don't really mind it. And I immediately want to change something here really quickly. That gonna look better or worse? I don't know. What do we got? Anything? That's a little bit better. Okay, alright. I'm fine with that for now, but basically, you know, they can walk in through here. They can't get out through here. This is my actual area. They can't get up through there. They can go up and around. By some ungodly miracle, technically, they could, like, try and come up through here or something, but the odds of that are, like, slim to none. And then if they could do that, then technically they could get around like that, so I'm not going to be proofing for that kind of stuff all the time. Only on some certain spots, but not really all the time here. It's just kind of a waste after a certain point. But I think it's a fine enough entrance. It might get reworked, might even become like moss or something, but it should be fine for now. kind of like a little like hobbit hole-esque like area. So we're just gonna drag this across. We get a little bit more lighting back again. And of course we do that. Fuck me, god damn it. But honestly, I want this to be glass anyways for right now. So actually no, we did make it, but still that's a little annoying. Oh, this is one of those things we're gonna be working on a lot, so we'll have more time to figure it out as, time passes, I guess, and I think it's good enough for now. I haven't got any complaints with it. We'll just continue this out just so that way the pattern is kept, just because not that it really would help anything, but we might as well, right? And then we can replace that. And would probably have like a support there and like another one on the other side as well, because we don't want to leave it floating, but yeah, we got a nice good open bit of grass to work with. They can get into here, go down this whole staircase over into this area as well, which leads back up over to the main part of the village very quickly. And then it turns out we're gonna actually need to replace some more of that. But either way, if they want to get down quickly, they can go down this entire building, get them down to the beach, or they can go over there to the side with the woodcutters, and there's a staircase there that leads down to the farm, which would lead actually down and out onto the first layer. Or they can also, for like a third option, they can go through this entire like mountainside area, and then at some point eventually one of these goes all the way down. So yeah, not too bad. They got nice ways down instead of having to walk all the way around the island or whatever, but it's okay for now. Doesn't need to be anything too big. I don't like using those spiral staircases, so we ended up taking all of those out, but it's okay. At least for now, we'll get it figured out later. Let's see here, we should have just a little bit extra cobble, yeah. By a little bit I meant a lot apparently, but that's fine. Same thing. There we go. Just for the moment, we're going to fill these in with cobblestone all the way up until here. And then we can just kind of leave that as is or something, but this part we're just gonna have like, we're gonna knock it back a layer and then just arch, and then or I guess like have it arched all the way until here, and then it wouldn't actually like arch like the whole way. It would be like just a like simple little curve like that. We'll use stairs as well. It's not all just gonna be like cobblestone blocks, but it's just to demonstrate what the hell I'm talking about. But that should add good support for this, and then basically it'll open up into this larger like cool area, which we can with this much space we can probably put like a little bit of decoration here in the center. Quite a lot of it actually, if we're being honest. Don't know what it would be yet, but it will be something. And we'll go ahead and just get some scaffolding, maybe pack away a couple of different things, and we'll go pick some more cobblestone here. There we go. And this slab will just go tuck away really quickly. Here we go. Alrighty. And we are gonna make this whole thing like out of solid cobblestone, because the very like outer layer is gonna probably get replaced with something later, but the inner layer still keeps it separate from the dirt, and it also makes sure there's none of these empty spaces, so I shouldn't have to worry about any kind of like mob spawns or any weird things like that. Now, I'm aware it's just a cobblestone mess right now, but again, we'll have like an entire stream dedicated to doing interior work, so don't sweat over it too much. One thing's for sure though, it definitely does give like a pretty nice view of the mountain from here. Look at that, dude. We got a nice cave entrance, got a nice one there. We'll get our different overhangs and whatnot, it'll look even better, but it's very cool. Very, very cool. And it looks like we have this section here that needs to go. And then I guess we'll just go ahead and remove this andesite here, just replace it with cobble, so that way we know where the transition should go, something like that. So then all we would have to do is just more or less just replace this with like stairs or slabs or something, probably slabs. And then we have another like slightly higher up area to work with here. And then we can put some kind of like decorational stuff in here later. And then we need that to be replaced with andesite. And then we'll probably just tuck this away a little bit more. Dang, that's crazy. Thank you, Firefox. Very cool. Slabs. Right, we want slabs. I'm pretty sure we want slabs. So we're just gonna make a couple here really quickly. There we go. Do that. And basically just align all the edges with slabs. And we're gonna actually seal this off. We'll have the proper entrance be like here. We'll just open it up a little bit more. That is grass. That should not have been broken. And we can replace this whole thing with other stuff as well, but that should be good for the time being. I have 2 inventory slots left. So we're gonna clear up our inventory just a little bit here. Mainly because I need some more space. There we go. That's better. And we're gonna go ahead and completely dismantle this as well. Now we do actually want the stone out of this so that way we can cover this up. And this needs to be recovered. There we go. So basically a stair would be there. And then it's just a normal staircase the rest of the way up. Here we go. We're gonna grab some stairs here really quickly and probably finish that up. A little bit more. There we go. Start at the bottom. And these will probably get switched out with something better. But for the most part, this is fine for now. So easy access to this whole other area, which we can, redecorate completely at some point. They still get like a nice little view. We'll probably replace these with glass panes. Same with the things up here as well. But you get the idea. Not really too bad. We'll just redo that. Just as a temporary thing. Same thing here. Alrighty, cool. Now there is an entire side that needs to be redone. Because if you'll notice, these are all technically off by a little bit. So what we want to do here is actually expand it back. I think that should be the right decision. I don't think I really want to shrink it, because if they're not gonna, the only reason I shrunk it was because of some other stuff up here. But if that's gonna end up falling through, like I already know for a fact, so I don't want to continue with that. So we'll just reseal that, act like that never happened. And then we'll just basically pick out that stuff. And then it's just a matter of shaving all of this away. Do that. Here we go. Very cool. There we go. Alrighty, yeah, so that's fine. That's pretty good. Gives them enough room. We can basically just have like, oh, we could probably even have 8 in here. Like we have like a simple little like divider wall, like here for example. And then basically we could just have we could just basically have like a bed there and a bed there. And then they can still like walk through comfortably, get back to their own beds. And it's not gonna all be stone again, but it needs to be here for now. Here we go, leaves them enough space there. We're gonna cut this back 1 block. So this is their entire room. They get a bed there. That gives them stuff I can put in the back. You can probably have like some chests in like in the middle here or something, or on this side, and then they get theirs on this side or whatever. But basically, they get enough space to come out to here, get a cool view or whatever, and then they can go up the stairs, go to their workstations, whatever they got to do, and then it is the exact same deal here. Oh, actually, no, it's not the exact same deal. This one's gonna have to be a little bit weirder. Dang, got a stone. That's alright. You get the idea. And this is one of those things I'm definitely not going to finish all today, but the fact that we're actually getting some good ideas in is normally a good sign, so hey, I'll take it. So yeah, so basically, we're gonna replace these fences with some glass, glass panes. Alrighty, there we go. Cool. So a pretty easy thing to do, gets us a lot more light. Here it's going to be a little bit weirder because, you know, that still needs to be like a whole room, but it does actually add some like differences between them. That's good. They don't need to be perfectly even. Okay, but it just looks blank though, so there's something that we should probably add. Still looks good up there, all the grass is back in place, but we are missing something there. It looks too blank on that one spot where we don't have glass, but I don't want to put glass there though. And again, I guess I should, right? Like, I guess I should, but I want to, I guess it doesn't really matter because he's actually, yeah, we'll just continue it the same way we did down there. We'll just put in some basic glass. Yeah, why not? We get that back. But, yeah, still working on all this. Alright, welcome Patrick, how you doing? But no totems, no shield. No, I'm not doing no totems. I haven't used the shield in a couple 100 days at least, but I'm not doing no totems. I mean, hell, I technically could, not that it even really matters considering this whole thing is like spawn proof, but still. Just want to, actually have a long-lasting hardcore world. Do we want an actual... Oh shit, this was the other thing I didn't want to. I have to make good decisions. No. I hate having to do that. Alrighty. Still a work in progress, but we're getting there. I guess we could do that and then just continue it down the whole bottom just so that way it's even. Yeah, fuck it, why not? And if we do that... Yep, I still have no clue what I'm doing, so, still trying to figure that one out, unfortunately. And I ran out of wood. Not cool. Alrighty. And I'll get some more wood. Here we go, it should be enough. And, yeah. Cool. Alright, we're gonna replace these glass panes again. We get another large room. I'm gonna have to actually put beds in again, and we'll figure that one out. But I don't think having a partition should be that bad. They get a nice hallway or whatever just out to there. And then we've got this area too. I can probably just do this or something. And I don't want to make this too small. There we go. That's fine. Alright, that's a bit... that's... you know what? I don't even fucking care right now. I'm not ever gonna see this. It just needs to look half decent. And it's all stone, so it's all like placeholder stuff. But as long as the shape is fine, I can, do the like actual cool shit like any other time. But mainly, I just need to make sure that the rooms are like good size and shape, and then I can like actually replace all the stone with like real blocks. But I don't want to do that right now. As long as we got a nice placeholder thing in, we should be good. Alright, it looks a little bit better. It looks better, but again, still missing something. I don't know what it is, but that's something I might have to leave for another day because I don't feel like working on this right now. I need to go inside as well. Ow. There we go. Alright. We'll see if that helps out just a little bit. It might not. I don't know. I'm not a builder. We'll figure that one out later, though. But it should be at least passable. Don't need to be like symmetrical or nothing, it just needs to be there. Especially there, it feels like it should actually be like bigger. Like the window should be connecting up to the to the wood. So we're probably gonna fix that. So we're probably just gonna carve out all that excess stone and then just put glass panes. The bottom part's a different thing, but I feel like that's what we did wrong. There should be a little bit more stuff. So we're gonna. Of course, I don't have any fucking cobblestone, man. And we're gonna knock that wall back too, but we'll worry about that here in a little bit. I need to do it at the moment. But that's also why I had things like that there as well, because it's just gonna be kind of awkward. I think I can still trim away enough of this, right? You know what, that should be good. That's fine, alrighty. And again, we got some walls that need to be knocked back a little bit. And we'll redo some of this. Okay, well not all of it, but just a little bit. Yep, I'm definitely out of fucking stone again. Great. Well, shoot, whatever. We'll just do that and we'll figure it out later. Kinda wanna go enjoy the rest of my night, so we'll just kinda patch it together a little bit. We'll get more of it done at a later date, but for the most part, this is alright for now. That one can stay. Here we go. That was another thing I forgot about too. Alrighty, not cool. So we can make this actually stone for right now. And we still need a little bit more, but that's fine. That's a little better. not the greatest, but it's not like totally fucking intolerable. So we're gonna have to rework it again. But to be quite honest, I really cannot be bothered tonight. Not anymore. I'm a little bit tired of this right now. I think it's been 3 hours, so you know. But it looks better. I did really solid on that part. That looks better. Don't know what I want to change with it, to be honest. I guess just the windows as a whole probably need to go, and I probably might want to like add another part that like sticks out or something, or who fucking knows. But something doesn't feel quite right about that still. I know it's the windows, but I don't know what specifically I can really do to change it up better. I don't know if it needs more depth or something like that, but odds are it probably does. But to start, that's all I want. It's just a little bit of a start for the moment. So we'll get the rest of this figured out later tomorrow. But of course, I still have that area to fill in, and that's all right. But it's fine for now. It don't really matter. We could probably even extend that out a little bit into like a semicircle, and then make it an overhang as well. That could help out a little bit more. But it should be it's tolerable for right now. But we still have a whole roof that needs to go on later tomorrow, and yeah, getting better. But that's gonna have to do it for me tonight, honestly. I have a lot more stuff I need to do, but we'll do it another time because I'm kind of just tired of it right now. So it's been pretty fun. It's been 3 hours, good bit of a stream. It's currently day 1285, and that's just gonna have to do it for me today. So yeah, it's been fun, but thank you everybody for watching.